Hello everyone, this is Joanna Lynn Creations. I'm a newbie at cross stitching and I've done a lot since the spring when I started, 2021. Today is November the 9th, Tuesday. I am going to show you how to put a couple of your cross stitches together. Now what I've done, there's little Molly May. She's being a little stinker. She's a 10-week-old Havanese girl. Hello. Are you coming in? So what I've done is I have stitched 4 of the Little House Needleworks Farmhouse Christmas pieces. I have, this was done on 14 count Aida. It was a yellow color that I did not like. So what I did was I went to the Stitching with the Housewives video and learned how to tea dye. So I've tea dyed it and I love it. So I've done 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what I did was I went to the fabric store and got some Christmas fabric. It's beautiful. It's called Wrapped in Joy by Rachel Thomas Pellman by Marcus Fabrics. And it's a beautiful cotton with some stars. And I got a pillow form, and so what I'm planning on doing is cutting these down and putting 4 together. So, never done this before, so this is going to be a first. So, I'm going to start by getting my rotary cutter. And, what are you doing down there? Are you supervising? Yes, you are. Okay, so I don't like to take a big border. I like to I don't cut it right away. I actually go to the last stitch on the outer edge on the back side of the fabric. I just use a pen or a pencil. I know I can use a marker that goes away with water. Mine is the one that has water on it. Some people have the one that just has the iron that takes it away. But anyway, so I'm just gonna do a 1/4 inch border. Not a big border. Don't like the big border. So you pooped out? So then what I would do, or what I'm going to do, let me get closer here. So I pinned around the outside and then another 1/4 inch after, I got a 1/2 inch there. I think I'm just going to do a 1/4 inch and then just cut it. So 1 down, 4 to go. I have trim down all 4 pieces. And now I've got to cut some fabric and figure out how I'm going to do the sashing around them. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make an envelope back pillow. So I'm hoping I have enough fabric. I can always use a different piece of fabric on the back. But anyways, there they all are. Oops. Organize this. I got to figure out where I want them because I've got the barn here. I've got the 2 houses and the other little house. So I think I'm going to have opposite the red buildings. And then the sheep opposite and the cow. I think I'm going to do it like this. So what I decided was I was going to do a size 18 by 18 inch pillow form. Poly down pillow pals. Just open it up. I like a really firm pillow, not too floppy. So I have to figure out what measurement of sashing I am going to. Let me just back up a bit there. Upside down. I have to figure out the sashing and what I want done. I think I'm just gonna do, because I want the pictures, I call them pieces, to be sort of on, like I want to be able to look at the pieces from the pillow. I don't want them like over here, because no, that's just not right. Because you know it goes down a hill here, and I don't want it going down the hill. I want it to be sort of on the flat part of the pillow. So I think what I'm going to do is let's just measure this. I think it's about an inch. So I need 1.5 inches sashing. Yeah, I think I'll do 1.5 inches sashing. That'll be good. And then over here, I'll have to figure out, usually I cut way bigger, not way bigger, but a fair bit bigger, and then cut it down, because if I cut too small, I don't like cutting too small. It's just like when I eat Thanksgiving dinner, I make enough for double. Yeah, so 3 inches there, and this isn't in the middle here, and that's 4 inches there, so that's about 3.5 inches. So I would probably want to do I'm guessing a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least a 5 inch around the outside, and then I can trim it down if I need to. I'm always losing my rulers. I never know where I put them. Okay, so let's do 1.5. Okay, so I'm going to put my stitch length down to 2.0 just because. And this, I don't cut it right down to size. Actually, what I'm going to do is flip it over on the back, because I've got my markings on the back. Okay. Don't know where my scissors went. I usually give it a bit of a press before I go on to the next. And yeah, some people don't like putting their iron on the stitching, the cross stitches, but my iron's not that hot right now, so I don't mind it. It's all good. So when I do the next one on this side, I will put it down, but make sure that it's very it's horizontal. It's horizontal to your first piece. Oops. Oh yeah, of course it muddles up. Okay. Then down you go. All right, so that one can get put aside for now. On to the bottom pieces. So, okay, now the sheep are going to go opposite, so I have to go this way. And I've still got pieces here. So, actually, I'm not going to work on this piece because I'm going to use this for the middle part. I'm going to use this one here. Because it doesn't really matter, but... And away she goes. Probably can't see. You need to be closer. My lighting is really, really bad. And just trimming these bits that are hanging over. And so we take the, oops, sorry about that. I've got the first piece and the second piece. And it doesn't really matter which one you put down, as long as you put one in the, they have to go in the middle, of course. So put that one aside, and I'm just gonna make sure that there's no selvage on the edge there. Okay, go. You can backstitch if you want. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And then I give it a bit of a press. I don't have proper camera equipment. I'm a newbie. Okay. So that's what it looks like, and then I'm going to put the other one on the top. Okay, so that one goes up top. I have to kind of line it up a bit. Line it up on that. That looks pretty good. I'm going to pin a little bit here because I want the middle parts to be in line with each other. There we go. Okay, I think that should be good. Should be good. Let's hope. Okay. And we're off and running. I'm working on a Janome 3160 QDC machine. Yeah, it looks okay. It's not 100%, but it looks like a present. So I want to make sure before I cut the 5 inches all the way around, I want to, the pillow's 18 inches. This is approximately 11 and a half, 11 and a quarter. So that's plenty, 18 inches. So you got an extra 10 plus 11, say that's 21 minus your 1/4 inch. So you double your 1/4 inch, your 1/2 inch. Yeah, that's plenty, and then I can cut it down if I have to. Tea break. Oh, that's hot. No, you can't have tea. It's Molly May's nap time. Took a break. Now I can't move. Alright, so I put the 2 pieces on each side. Well, Molly was having a break. And now she's in the other room whining. She needs her mommy. Okie dokie. Okay, I need 2 long strips that are going to, I don't like piecing them like that. So what I'm going to have to do, oh, that does work. Okay, that'll work. I don't have a proper sewing room. I have a spare room. My sewing room's in my spare room, so there's a bed over there, and I use it for my sewing table a lot of the times. All right, so there's 5. And 5. Alrighty, so we have fabric that is not, I don't know, how do you call that? That is not needing to go one way, like it can go whatever way it wants. So you can put it down wherever you want. I just had to stop for a minute there. My grandkids called me. They live in Australia, in Queensland. They're in the outback. And they call me before they go to school. So it's 8:30 there right now in the morning. And it's a day ahead. So it's Wednesday. And they usually call me while they're having their breakfast, getting ready to go to school. And they go to school and take me along until they get to their classrooms and they give me hugs and kisses. So nice. The sun just came out. It was so gloomy here. I live on the west coast of Canada on Vancouver Island, and we call it the wet coast because it can be icky and gloomy. All right, where's my other piece? Molly, did you take it? Oh, it's at this ironing board. I had to give it a bit of a press. And I like to do it. I like to sew on this side so I can see what's going on the other, on the side that has the cross stitch on. Okay, Molly May is under the bed. Molly May and her grandma, Belle, had a little quarrel about a half an hour ago. Do some pressing. And then I got to trim down the outside, and just doing the trimming down to 18 inches. Yes, I'm Canadian and I still use inches. Don't have a long enough ruler. I just make do. Okay. That's the front. Now I've got to do the back, and I got to figure out how to, or what to do for the binding. I've got to go through my stash now. So I'm going to use some nice Moda white on white fabric. They're triangles. And I just have enough for the back. I'm going to have to need, because I want to do some free motion quilting for the front. So I'm just gonna, nope, where are we? I'm gonna put you down over here. And we're still not, we're kind of connected here. And where are we at here? My messy, messy cabinets. Just a bit of a press, because I think I'm going to do the envelope back. I'm going to double it at the back to make it a little more sturdier. Say hi to little fluffer pants. She's having her little nap after her grandma got after her. Okay. Now, to use the... Okay, so I'm going to do my... call it backing, but I also need the batting. I'm going to use batting, of course, because if I'm going to be free motion quilting, I need some bigger space here. Here's a piece. And I need another piece for the back to sandwich it. So I'm just going to use whatever I've got here. I got to go. The sandwich is, of course, the top and the batting middle. I'm just going to use whatever I have. It's a bit yellowish. It's sort of ivory. But it's light. I call it junk. But nobody's going to see it. It's going to be inside. Missed some of the fabric here. Okay. So I got my little piece here. I need to go to town with free motion. When I put my sewing machine, my free motion needle on, or whatever you call it, my piece on, I just go to town. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I think I might just... might do a meander. You know what? I always end up doing swirls. But I'll see. I'll see what happens. I got to figure out... I'm not going to go over the stitching, of course, when I free motion. I think what I'm going to do is just use my, I always forget what that's called, walking foot. I might just use my walking foot around it and then maybe do some feathers on the outside. That might be good. That might be cool. But right now, I have glue on one side of my batting. Just got to figure out which side. And then I'm going to grab my spray glue and use that for the other side. So I just ironed down the front side. I have the windows open, but it doesn't smell too much because I'm just doing a small piece. If I was doing my big, huge piece, like if I was doing a queen size quilt or a big quilt, I would be putting it on my table in my dining room with the door wide open. All right. Yeah, I'm on the right side here. Oh, maybe I'm not on the right side. Almost seems like it almost seems like it's got glue on this side as well. I don't know, maybe it did go through. Usually there's only glue on one side, but maybe just the heat is... I'm just going to do that. See what happens? I can never find my key, so I always put it in here. And of course, this is magnetic, and I always look around for it, and boom, hiding over here. It just wants to be difficult. So I'll put on my walking foot. And think that's right. I haven't chosen my color yet. I think I'm going to go grab some different color. So I couldn't find any color that matches that. Well, no. So I'm gonna have to go with the stars, and I'm gonna be able to see my any mistakes that I make, because I will be able to see this color through the burgundy behind it. Oh well. So I've just dropped my feed dogs because I'm going to do some free motion quilting. There's my foot and away it goes. I just love free motion. I'm not the best at it. I'm learning. But I just go. Okay. Let's see what to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start some feathers on the corner and work around. Here we go. I'm supposed to use a 3-point. Can you see what I'm doing? Probably not. I wish you could see right up close. Don't know if you can see it. It's not that great, but it's working. It'll do. Okay, where are my rulers? Oh yay, I found it. Oh, it kind of looks a bit puffy. You know, the stitches, they look a little bit puffy. And it's hard to see. This horrible light. Okay. Another thing too is I don't throw away these scrap ends. I cut them up in little tiny pieces and stuff them when I make little teeny tiny pillows. I'll have to show you what I just finished. I did a, what was that called? The School Prairie Santa, and I did a little pillow just before I started this project. I'll show it to you in a bit. I didn't use this to stuff my little pillow, my Prairie School or Santa, but I used just the batting. Oh, I hear that one of the dogs has found the batting. Or plastic. Anyways, yeah, I use all these and cut them all up and stuff pillows with them. Okay, so this is done. All the bad lighting. Yeah, I did some swirls and some feathers, and like I say, I had to use this white on white Moda. I think they're little triangles. So I usually go this way and open it up here, but I think I'm gonna go top to bottom this time, just for fun. Yeah, I had these the wrong way. Should probably give them another press. So I've got the fold on this side, so that would be the lining. This would be the outer side of the back of the pillow. And I'm just going to do a line down here just to make it look like it's finished. I don't have to do it, but I'm just going to do a line down the middle, about 1/4 of an inch. I don't know, just to make it look like it's finished. You can't really see it. Okay, so I'm going to, I've still got the selvage up here. I didn't cut it off. So what I'm going to do is flip it over this side because nobody will ever, even if I did see the selvage in there, or leave the selvage in there, you can't see it. It's hidden. So it'll be on the other side. And I just kind of eyeball it to see how flat it is. Hello, you want to play? Hello, Missy. And just kind of go like that. And what I like to do is, I'm just going to do 2 pins. And then I'm going to flip it over to the other side. And move the pins to the front. No chewing. She's chewing on the, she's 10 weeks old and she likes to chew wood. It's my mommy's sewing machine from 1972, 73. My good old Kenmore. There we go. Are you helping? Just pin around, and then I can go all the way around the outside. I'm gonna do, yeah, quarter inch around, because when I do the binding around there, it'll be perfect. Okay. Okay. All right. Time to play down here, but don't chew the wood. And then I'll trim around here after I've gone around the whole thing. So I've decided to do a scant 1/4 inch, of course, because when I do the 1/4 inch around, I don't want to see the threads, the stitching around. Okay, just make sure that the fold there underneath is secure, because it can get all muddled underneath. So I trimmed all the way around a scant 1/4 inch because I usually sew my 1/4 inches a bit thicker. I don't know why. Just happens. So I'm just going to trim this all the way around. So I'm not organized. I have to figure out what I'm going to do for the binding. I know this is a long shot, but I just picked these up at the thrift store the other day for $1, I think. They're napkins, Christmas napkins. I really like them. I like to use, I could use the acorns or I could use the middle part because it's got the red holly berries in there. I think I'm going to do that. I just have to sew a bunch of strips together to make the binding. Yeah, I'm going to see if that'll work. Oh well, I'm going to give it a try. Oh, wow. You're being very noisy. Noisy. Am I doing this right? I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I think so. Oh, are you okay? Okay, so no. Measure twice, cut once. Okay, I've sewn some strips together. I'm gonna see if I've got enough material. Molly wants to chew it. Yeah. I dropped a pin earlier, and for the life of me, I could not find it anywhere. So I watched her, and she found it in a moment's notice. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the help. Little fluffer pants. Little fluff bottom. What are you doing all spread out? You're silly. Silly girl. And your grandma and your uncle lounged out on the sofa. Oh, no. Thank you. All right. I've decided that I'm not going to hand stitch this, so I'm going to machine do everything. So I'm going to start at the back. Which side do I want it? Green side? I think I'll... Let me see what it's going to look like. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Fun. Radio. Looking good. Not perfect, but okay, we're just about done. We're on the home stretch. I'm going to iron this. Okay, it's been ironed. Here we go. Back stitch. I'm actually just being lazy because, like I say, I usually hand bind the back. I just want to get this done. Okay, that didn't sound good. I think I need more thread. Okay, I was playing chicken and I lost. Had to do wind a whole new bobbin. Okay, so I stopped that because I was doing the corner, and of course I had a seam at the corner. It worked, I think. Yeah, it came out decently. Better than I had hoped. What are you doing? Are you playing with the other dogs? Another seam at the corner. That was 2 for 4. Eek. Oh well. Whew. I think we are done. Let's stuff it. Okay, here we go. If it's not full enough, I'll have to go get a 20 by 20 and stuff it. No, I think it's gonna work out. Yeah. I usually make a bigger over flap thing. I don't know what you call it. Flap over. But I think it's going to work out fine. Anyway, there's my farmhouse Christmas pillow. Yeah. That's going to be a great addition to my Christmas decor. Very, very pretty. Thanks everyone for watching.